arrived from Latin root centum. Okay, can you tell me what is it means? What is the meaning of this Latin root centum? Yes, comment in the chat box. We have different concepts related to cent, like we can say century, centennial. If uh, if organization completes 100 years of its service, so they celebrate it as their centennial. Yes, out of 100. Okay. See, centum basically means 100. Okay. Like we have different word origins, like a century. Okay. So what is century? It is a period of 100 years. Okay. Then centennial. Centennial means what? It is means completion of 100 years of service. Okay. So what is common over here? This cent and this 100. So that cent is nothing but 100. So what is per 100 is value which is normalized for every 100. Okay. So we can normalize different fractions, decimal values, okay, recurring decimals, okay, irrational decimals in form of percentage. Okay. So let's see how it is. Like we have percent. Okay. So it is value per 100. Okay. If a student secures 75 marks out of 100 marks, percentage marks secured by a particular student is what? So it will be what? It will be the obtained marks upon the total marks, okay, multiplied by 100. Okay. So what it will be? It would be 75 by 100 multiplied by 100. Okay. So that is nothing but 75%. Okay. So move on. We solve next question. Yes, comment answer for this question. See, what is asking the question? If monthly pocket money is 1500 and at the end of the particular month you are left with 600. Okay, so 600 is what? It is our savings. Okay, so we want percentage of expenditure, means how much money was spent during the month. Okay, so students, let's see what will be the total expenditure. See, total income is equal to what? It is expenditure. Okay, that is money spent plus savings. Okay, whatever is the money saved. So what will be the expenditure? It will be 1500 minus 600. Okay, so that means it is 900. Okay, so we have to find 900 by 1500 into 100. Okay, that's nothing but 60%. Okay. Now we will see percentage has its application in which of the topics. Okay. So students, percentage has its application in number system. Okay. Like suppose if we had to find greatest number, okay, from the fraction, like we have fractions like 1 by 3, 2 by 5, then 2 by 7, okay, then 1 by 5, 1 by 2, okay. So if we have such type of fractions, we can find the smallest value or the highest value using the percentage concept. Okay. So how it is? Like we can multiply all the numbers by 100. Okay. Find the percentage, and on basis of percentage we can do the comparison. Okay. Then in data interpretation, we require the percentage concept in like pie charts. Okay, also some bar graphs and line graphs are in form of percentages. Okay, so we have to use the percentage concept and calculate the required amount. Okay, so like in pie chart, what we have the division of the total sectors in form of percentages. Okay, like this is what, this is 10%, this is 40%. Okay, So everything is divided in form of percentages. So if the total amount is, suppose this pie chart is related to, let's say, household expenses. Okay, so 10% is the electricity bill. Okay, 50% is the rent, and 40% let it be total means daily allowance. Okay, whatever the daily needs, that may be different foodstuffs that we have to purchase. Okay, different vegetables and all. So for daily allowance we require 40%, and 10% is electricity, 50% is rent. Suppose if the salary of a particular person is, let's say, 30,000. Okay, 30,000 is the salary. So can we calculate the percentage of what is the value of each value? So rent is 50%. So what will be the rent? It will be 15k. That is 15,000. 10% is the electricity. So it will be 3k. So what will be the remaining? It will be the daily allowance. So 12k will be needed for daily allowance. So see, we have used the percentage concept to reduce the different values which are used in pie charts. Okay. Now next chapter that we require percentage is of profit and loss. Okay. Like we have concept of profit percent. Okay, loss percent. Suppose if there are two persons. Okay, though both have profits and losses. Okay, with different values of cost price and selling prices. So if we want to compare the profits, okay, so we can compare the profits using the profit percent or loss percent concept. So how profit percent is calculated? It is profit upon, okay, profit upon cost price into 100. Similarly, loss is equal to loss upon CP into 100. Okay, always remember. Then we have the use of simple interest and compound interest, in which we have a concept of rate of interest. See, rate of interest is the amount of interest which is laid on money which is deposited. Okay, with the extra amount of money when we deposit in the which we get at the end of the time period of investment. Okay, that is nothing but interest. Okay. Then comes discount. See, discount is what means if a person sells a particular commodity at a reduced rate. Okay, so he sells the commodity with some reduction in form of percentage. Okay, like suppose if one if one let's say one formal shirt is of rupees 500. Okay, so if the person decides to give a discount of 15%. Okay, so what will be the selling price of this 15% discount? So in how much percent this will be sold? How much rupees this t-shirt, this formal shirt will be sold? Students, we were discussing about this one t-shirt. Okay, suppose the t-shirt is the cost price of t-shirt is rupees 500. Okay, there is one t-shirt whose cost price is rupees 100. Okay, and the shopkeeper decides to sell it at discount of 15%. So what will be the selling price? Tell me, after giving discount of 15%. Hurry up, we don't have so much time. See, if we give the discount of 15%, the this cost price will become what? It will be 75% of the original value. So 75% is nothing but 3/4. Okay. So what will be this? This will be 5 into how much? 25. Okay. So that is nothing but how much? 75 3 times. Okay, so what it will be? It would be, yes, 5 into 25 into 3. Yes, sorry, this will be 15 into 25. Okay, so tell me the answer. Yes, 425 is correct. Okay, so these were the applications of percentage concept. Okay, whatever we are having. So students, if we require percentage in form of fractions, okay, like if you want to reduce some fractions in form of percentages, so we must remember, okay, or memorize some values of percentages. Okay, like let's say 1 is equal to how much? 100%. Then half is 50%. One third is 33%. Okay. One fourth is 25. One fifth is 20. Okay. Then one sixth is 16.66. Okay. Then one seventh is what? It is 14.28. Okay. One eighth is 12.5. Okay. Then this one ninth is 11.11. Okay. One tenth is 10%. Okay. One ninth is sorry, here it should be, yes, 11.11 percentage. Yes, multiplied by 10. Okay, yes, correct. Please note it down, all the fraction values. If you have done, please comment noted, all of you. I'm waiting for your comments. Yes, noted. See students, try to note down all the things which are important from the class. Okay, because if you take a snap, simply a snap, so it will remain in your mobile or your device. Okay, but you won't see it again. Okay, instead of that, if you write it once, it is equal to reading 3 times. Okay, it is scientifically proved that if you write anything, any concept 1 times, it is equivalent to reading it 3 times. Okay. Yes, noted. I will give you 1 more minute, okay? Then we will start further. Yes, students, please reply. What happened? No breakfast
Oh,
today?
sir.
Yes, noted? Okay. Yes, we have a single reply from a student. So I assume that all of you have done. Okay. So we will solve some basic questions. Okay. Solve this question. Let this question be question number 1. Okay, 2 is what percent of 50 and half is what percent of one third. Solve these two sub questions of question number 1. Hurry up, you should do it orally. Very easy. This is just revision of your school concepts. You are studying this percentage concept since your 5th standard. Yes, 4 correct. Okay, go on next. Go on next question. All of you, hurry up. Yes, 150 correct. Okay. So answer of first sub question is 4% and another is 150. Okay. Very easy question, no need of solving. Okay. For your understanding, just look at the solution. Solve question number C and D. Hurry up. Solve both the question. In option D, question number D, do one thing. Either change all the units into seconds or minutes or hours. Okay. But I think minute is the center value between seconds and hour. Okay. So I will advise you to convert every unit into minutes. Okay. And solve the question. Yes, students, hurry up. We'll have to solve higher level problems. We don't have much time for this. Yes, correct. C. Answer for first question is 2% and 3.89 is for second. Some students have given answer as 500. See what mistake you have made. You have simply divided this by means 6.5 liters. Okay, 130 upon 6.5. Okay, that's not correct. See, the both the units in numerator and denominator, it should be equal. Okay, so for 10 seconds, what it will be? Like we have 1 minute and 10 seconds. Okay, so 1 minute plus 10 second. Okay, so convert this 10 second into minutes. How to convert it? Like 60 second is equal to 1 minute. Okay, so 10 second will be what? It will be 1 by 6 minutes. Okay, so 1 plus 1 by 6, what it will be? It will be 7 by 6. 7 by 6 minutes. Okay, now what percent is 1 minute and 10 seconds of half an hour? So we have to find percentage of this 1 by 6 divided by half hour. So what is half hour? Half hour is 30 minutes. Okay, so this will be the answer. Okay, 1 by 6 plus that is 7 by 6. Okay, 7 by 6 upon 30. Okay, so that will be the answer. Okay, 3.89%. Okay, 3.88 also correct. At least you are near to the answer. Hurry up, very easy question. Yes, 8.5 correct. Okay, move on next question. Very easy. Seven hundred correct answer. Okay, simply substitution of values, you will get the answer. Very easy question. Solve it orally. See, if we have equal amount of decimal equal amount of places, equal number of places after decimal value, we can neglect both the decimals. Okay, on LHS and RHS. So it will be equal to 25% of x equal to 4. Okay, we know 25% is what? It is 1/4. Okay, so x by 4 is equal to how much? 4. So x is equal to 4 into 4. That is 16. Okay, easy. This is how you should solve it orally. Okay, now solve this question. If 80% of A is equal to 50% of B, find value of x when B is equal to x% of A. C. Correct answer is 160. Okay. Like we have answer is option C 160. See, we have what in the question? We have the ratio of A by B. Okay. So like 80% of A is equal to 50% of B. So we can write this 8A is equal to 5B. Okay. So what will be ratio of B by A? It will be 8 upon 5. Okay. Put this value over here. B is equal to X percent of A. Okay. So this B by A will be what? It will be 8 by 5 into is equal to X percent. Okay. So simply multiply and we will get the value X is equal to 160. Okay. Option C correct. So next question. See, it is given in the question that particular this amount of percentage of income is expenditure. Okay. So what will be saving? 100 minus 66 2 by 3. Okay. You can solve it this way. Okay. Or by another way which you like. See students, we have how much percentage of expenditure? 66 2 by 3. Okay. We can write this as what? 66.66% is the expenditure. Okay. So what will be the saving? It will be 100 minus this 66.66. Okay. So students, whatever will be the saving, that will be equal to that percentage of saving will be equal to 1200. Okay. You can solve by this way, or else you can do one thing. Okay. Like income, if income becomes 3 units, expenditure is equal to 2 units. Okay. So saving is what? Saving is 1 unit. Okay. Because income 3 minus 2, what it is? It is 1. Okay. So if 1 unit is equal to 1200, so expenses is equal to 2 units. So multiply this by 2. So it will become 2400. Okay. So answer is option B. Any method you want, you can solve it. In question, it is given that 60 is subtracted from 60% of number. Okay. So then result obtained is 60. Okay. So if we solve this in form of algebraic calculations, we come to know that what will be the value? It will be option D 200. Okay. Okay, students. So there are some important shortcut formulae. Okay. On base of this formula, you have some questions. Okay, which are asked in your placement exams. Like if the commodity, if the price of commodity increases by R percent. Okay, so then reduction in consumption Now, not so as to not to increase the expenditure, it is 100 into R upon 100 plus R percent. So understand this situation. Like we know the prices of petrol are going on high. Okay, more than petrol has crossed above 100 nowadays. So if we want to reduce consumption in petrol, okay, so like if we get only 100 rupees per petrol per week, okay, so what we will do, we will tell the petrol pump person to put less petrol in your vehicle, okay. So what you do reduction in consumption, okay, so as to not to increase the expenditure, to make your expenditure balance, because you are getting only 100 rupees per week for the petrol, okay, if it happens. So we use this situation. So for this we use the formula 100 into R upon 100 plus R percentage, okay. So this reduction is this value, okay. So always remember, if we here it is reduction, you have to write here plus sign, okay. If here it is increase, so you have to write here minus sign, okay. Now if assume a situation, okay, like price of commodity decreases by R percent, okay, like this happened with like your Geo, okay. When Geo was introduced, suddenly 3G 4G plans, okay, their value fell down, okay, because of Geo. So what we did, we increased our consumption, okay. Like previously we used to use 200 MB per day, okay, or let's say 100 MB per day. But nowadays what we do, we use entire 1.5 GB every day, okay. So what we did, we increased the. So what we did, we increased the consumption, okay. Consumption in what sense? In sense of data, okay. Like see, first it was how much? Well, previously we used let's say 100 MB to 200 MB, okay. Suddenly the data was of quite cheap rate, available at quite cheap rate, okay. Like we have for 2 years we had free of cost Geo data, okay. So it was means quite cheap in rate. So what we did, we increased our consumption, we made our consumption to 1.5 GB, okay. So this increase in consumption, so it is done by 100 into R upon 100 minus R percentage, okay. Now value of machine after n years. So students, tell me, after age passes, does the quality, working, or condition of machine remains same or changes? Comment in the chat box. As year pass, what happens with the machine? Any machine? Please use the chat box. I am asking, as the years pass, okay. So does the quality or condition of machine decreases or not? Yes, its deficiency decreases. What happens? What else? If you don't want to comment, you can unmute yourself and we will have an open conversation. Yes, tell me. Yes, no response. What happened? As the years pass, what happens with the machine? Tell me. See, as the years pass, the efficiency of machine decreases. Okay, its condition, okay, working condition decreases. Also, performance decreases. So, due to this, what happens? The value or price of machine it will decrease if it is to sell to another person. Okay, he will buy the machine at very low rate. Okay, so the value of this machine after n years it will be p into 1 minus r upon 100 raised to power n. Okay, this is the value. Okay. Now, next point, like if we have A is r% more than B, okay, then B is how much percent less than A? It is 100 into R plus 100 plus R, okay, 100 into R divided by 100 plus R percentage, okay. Then if A is r% less than B, okay, if A is r% less than B, then B is more than A by 100 into R upon 100 minus R percentage. Okay. Put down this formula, all of you. Yes, hurry up, note down all the formula. On basis of this formula, you have further questions in this session. Yes, noted. If done, comment in the chat box. I am waiting for your reply. Okay, we can move on further then. Solve the questions. These questions are means more or less based on the increase or decrease. Okay. How you are solving question first? Yes. Area of rectangle is increased by 56%. Okay. That width is increased by 20%. So we want percentage rise in the perimeter. Okay. So what is the this formula for rectangle area? It is length into breadth. Okay. A is equal to length into breadth. Okay. So what will be the increased area? It will be the increased length into increased breadth. Okay. Now, in question it is given that this A dash is equal to 56% of previous A and breadth is B dash is equal to breadth is increased by 50 means 20%. So it will be 1.2 of B. Okay, and this will be 1.56 of A. Okay, so what will be the L dash? Put the values of this over here. What will get? 1.56 A is equal to how much? L dash value is unknown. Value of B dash we have 1.2 B. Okay, so what is A? A is LB. Okay, so right over here 1.56 LB upon 1.2 B, that is the L dash. Okay, so this get cancelled. 1.56, what it is? It is 1.3. 1.56 divided by 1.2, it is 1.3. So we got the value of L dash. Okay, after changes. But what we are required, we want the changes in parameter. Okay, see, we have this rectangle, this is the length. Okay, and this is the breadth. Okay, so after increasing of the sizes, so what it will be? It will, this will become L dash and this will become B dash. Okay, changes in the length and breadth. Okay, so now students, tell me what is formula for perimeter? Comment in the chat box. Perimeter formula. Yes, tell me. What do you mean by perimeter? What happened? No one is replying. 2LB not correct. See, perimeter is sum of all sides. Okay. Yes, 2 into bracket L plus B or 2L plus 2B. Correct. So students, we have the value of 2 perimeter, that is we have the value of perimeter as 2 into L plus B. This is the initial perimeter. Okay, before the increase of the sides. Okay, now P dash will be equal to what? 2 into L dash plus B dash. Okay, so what we have, 2 into 1.3 L plus B dash is 1.2 B. But do we know the values of L and B? No, we have simply this equation. Okay, 2 into 1.3 L plus 1.2 B. Okay, so can we make out the increase in perimeter? No. So answer is option D, indeterminate. Okay, now solve next question. All of you, if you want, you can note down the solution. Solve question number 2. Rohit's salary is 20% less than Gaurav's. You can solve it form of let's say ratio. This question very easy. Whosoever, whichever the person among Rohit, Gaurav, Karan, okay, who is the central person, okay, on which the comparison is going on, make him 100, okay. So you can make the another person 20% less as 80, okay, or 25% more as 125. In the same way, you can solve the question. Hurry up. Yes, option A correct. 12,800. Okay. So let's see how we get this answer. See, Rohit's salary is 80% less than Gaurav's. Okay. Current salary is 20K and it is 25% more than Gaurav's salary. Okay. So let's Gaurav's salary be let it be 100%. So Rohit's salary is what? 80%, let it be 20% less than Gaurav. That means 80% of Gaurav. Okay. So the current salary is 20K and 25% more. Okay. So current is 25, 125%. Okay. So what is Rohit's salary? Okay. We want to. So if we know that current salary is 125% of this Rohit's Gaurav salary. Okay. So 125% of X is equal to 20K. So what will be this? This will be 5 times, 4 times. Okay. So 1, 4. So X is that is Gaurav's salary 16K. Okay. So what is Rohit's salary? It is 80% of this 16K. So it will be how much? It will be 12,800. Okay. Option A is correct. Next question, very important. All of you, please understand this question. All of you, prepare well for your test. Okay. All the placement test or the mock test you will have. See, if you practice more or now itself, okay, then you have less struggle later. Okay. Try to get placed in your means odd same itself. Okay. So then you will be relaxed in your even self. Okay. Pratik Awad and Vaishnavi Ghorpade. Please mention your branch name. Yes, Pratik Awad. Are you online?
Yes, sir.
Which is your branch?
Civil.
Okay, mention it in your name, username. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, hurry up. All of you, please solve it. Correct answer is option B. Okay, very good. Some students have given the correct answer. See, what is in the question? What is the percent decrease in salary would exactly cancel out the 20% hike? Okay, so like we have the scenario in which the person's salary increases by 20%. Okay, but suddenly the company decides to reduce its salary. Okay, because the company was not able to cope up with the financial needs. Okay, these financial needs of the employees. So the company decided to reduce the salary to the previous amount. So what should be the decrease in the salary percentage decrease? So let's see. Suppose if the salary is 1,000 rupees. Okay, 1,000 rupees is the salary. So with 20% hike, what would be the salary? It would be 1,200. Okay. So now to make it 1,000 again. So what should be the decrease in salary? It should be 200 decrease. Okay. So now this decrease is calculated on which current salary? This or this on 1,200 because it is the current. Okay. So this will be the answer. That is 1/6 of 100. Okay. We know 1/6 of 100 is 16 2 by 3%. Okay. We have noted all the fraction values. Okay. So answer is this one. Only 4 people are answering. What about others? There are total 86 people in the meeting. From IT, I have only one student who is answering. Okay. Rest of the responses is from civil branch. What happened, IT students? Yes, correct answer is 600. See, what is given in the question? 40% marks is necessary to pass. Okay, and if candidate gets to 20 marks, he fails by 20 marks. Okay, so what is the passing? It is 20 to 20 plus 20. That is 240. Okay, so 240 is equal to 40% of total marks. That let it be X. Okay, so what will be the 240 by 40%? What it would be? Sorry, here make it 40%. Okay, 400. Yes, okay, it is in the numerator. Yes. So what it is? It is 600. Okay. So answer is option C, 600. Okay. Yes, correct answer is option D, 26%. Okay. So let's see. According to the question, number of boys and girls are in ratio of 4:1. Okay. So whatever be the number of boys, it will be multiple of 4. Okay. And whatever be the number of girls, it will be multiple of 1. Okay. So let's assume this has 4:1. Okay. So what can be the ratio of boys and girls? Let me say it can be 40 by 10, okay, or 400 by 100, okay. We will you select this value of boys and girls at 410 and 100, okay. So now it is given that 75% of boys and 70% of girls are scholarship holders. Okay, so now if 75% are scholarship holders, so what is the percentage of students who don't get scholarship and who are boys? It is 25%. So how many are the non-scholarship holder student? Non-scholarship boys. Okay, non-scholarship boys, non-scholar boys. Okay, we call it as 400 into 25%. Okay, so it will be how much? 100. Then 30% of this 100, what it is? Non-scholar girls. Okay, so 30 into 100 or 100, it will be how much? 30. Okay, these are non-scholar. Okay, so what will be their sum? It is 100 plus 30, that is 130. Okay, so percentage of students who don't get scholarship divided by total number of students. So 400 plus 100, it is 100. Okay, so multiplied by 100. So what it gives us? It is nothing but option D, 26. Okay. See, according to the question, what it is? The person gave 20% of his income to elder son. Okay. Then 30% remaining income to younger son. Okay. So if you assume the total income as X, okay. So after reduction of 20%, what will be remaining? 80%. So after giving money to son, what will be remain? 0.8x. Okay. So 30% of remaining is 30% of 0.8x. So what it will be? Zero point 0.3 into zero point 0.8. It will be 0.24. Okay. Where is the question? Very good. Correct answer. Yes. Today civil boys are rocking. Yes. Any more answers? Others don't have haven't solved or finding it difficult. Please, if you have any difficulties, let me know. Unmute yourself and ask your doubt. You can comment your doubt in the chat box as well. Okay. Hurry up. Only one student is ready with the answer. What about others? Yes. If anyone is having doubt in this question, please ask me. I will solve it again. Yes or no? Tell me. So let's see. I think only two people are able to solve the question. So I think there is a need to solve the question. Okay. See what is given. First, the person gives 20% of his income to elder son. Okay. So if we assume the total income, okay, as 100x, so elder son is given 20%. Okay. So how much is remained with the person? It is 100x. Okay. It is 80x. Okay. 100 minus 20, that is 80x. Okay. Now with younger, what it is given? It is 30% of this 80. Okay. So 24 is given to the younger son. Okay. So now reduce this 24 from this 80. So what it would be? 80 minus 24. Okay. So again, what it will be remaining? It will be remaining with 56x. Okay. So now what happens? 10% of the balance is given to a trust. Okay. So 10% of 56 is what? 5.6. So 56 minus 5.6 is 50.4x. Okay. So now this is the remaining percentage. Okay. If this is equal to 10080, so what would be the total salary? It will be x is equal to 10080 divided by 50 by 4. Okay. So x is equal to what? X is 200. Okay. So now we put this 200 in the total value, that is 100 into 200. It will give us what? 20k. Okay. So answer is option D. Solve this question. Very important question, students, from your exam point of view of your different placement campus recruitment tests. Yes, any answers? Tell me your approach. Yes, students. Yes, hurry up. Everyone solve the question. Yes, 44 is correct. Okay. See, if we go through Venn diagram, okay, like if this is the maths, okay, and this is English, okay. So now according to the condition, what it is, 20% people failed in both the subject, okay, but what it is given, 34% failed only in maths, okay. So failed in maths, okay, not only in maths, it is in maths. So we will exclude this 20 from this 34, so that we will get how people who failed only in maths. Okay, so 34 minus 20, what it is? 14. Okay. Now, how to find the people who failed only in English? 42 minus 20. Okay, so it will be 22. So what will be its sum? Yes, 14 plus 20 plus 22. It will be 56. Okay, so 100 minus 56. So this was the people who failed. Okay, failed in maths, English, or both. So what will be the remaining area? Yes, this area out of this circle and rectangle. Okay, it will be the person who passed. Okay, so it will be how much? If we represent it for a Venn diagram of percentages, so 100 minus 56, this will be the 44%. Okay. Go for this question. Hurry up. Solve the question fast. We have to cover compound interest and simple interest as well. Students, solve the problems fast so that we will get more time for it. Yes, correct answer. Option B is correct, 4% decrease. Okay. So let's see how it comes for those who have not understood it. See, the municipality increases the water tax by 20% every year. Okay. And water consumption is decreased by 20%. Okay. Now, what it does, it for increase, let it the total tax be, let's say, X. Okay. So after it increase of 20%, what it will become 1.2x. Okay. And water consumption is decreased by 20%. Okay. So students, this whatever is the water consumption, it will be decreased by 20%. So now what will be the water consumption? It will be 80%. Okay. So make this as of 80% of this 1.2x. So what it will give? 0.96x. Okay. So that means 4 less than 100. So it is 4% decrease. Okay. Solve this question. Hurry up. Yes, cricket team has won 10 matches and lost 4. Okay. Very easy and logical question. Everyone can give the answer now. This is that much easy level of question. Yes, correct answer is option A, 5. Okay. Now go for next question. We have to use the formula relation which we discussed. Okay. Half hour before, I guess, or 15 minutes before. See, for this question, what it is, Gautam's score is 25% more than Arun. So we want how much Arun's is less than by Gautam's score. So apply the relation like 100 is to R, 100 into R upon 100 plus R. Okay, because it is less over here. If it is more, then we have to do minus. Okay. So what it would be 100 into 25 by 100 plus 25, that is 125. Okay. So 1 times 5 times, and this is 20 times. So answer is option B, 20%. Okay, students. So that was all about the percentage chapter. Okay. So now we will start with simple interest and compound interest. Okay. Very interesting chapter, students. You will have its application in your personal life after you start investment. Okay. Like you will be having investment in different mutual funds, different bank FDs, okay, fixed deposits. So for that you must have knowledge of this simple interest and compound interest. Okay. So let's see some basic concepts from simple interest and compound interest. First is of principal. Okay. See, principal is the amount which is initially borrowed for certain amount of period. Okay. So now if you apply for any loan, okay, in any bank, so the whatever the amount which the bank gives you initially, that is nothing but principal. Okay. On that initial amount, okay, on that initial money, the interest is applied. Okay. Now see what is interest. Extra money paid for use of principal after certain amount of interest. Okay, students, when you deposit the money in the bank pays you interest. But if you take money from the bank, okay, the bank charges you interest because you are using the bank's money. It is bank's property. Okay. Now, amount. The amount is the sum of principal and interest after a certain period. Okay. So, see, if a person takes a loan for, let's say, 2 years, okay, so he has to pay the original amount. Original amount, what it is? It is the principal plus the interest. Okay. Interest is the extra amount the person has to pay to the bank. Okay. So amount is nothing but sum of these both things, that is original plus interest. Okay. Now what is rate of interest? Rate of interest is the rate, okay, means the value of change of interest, means how the interest is increasing or decreasing. It is called the rate of interest. Okay, and it is represented in form of percentage. Okay, all of you please remember. So you will see difference between simple interest and compound interest. Okay, so student, basic difference is that simple interest remains same for n number of years. Okay, like if I have to charge simple interest for, let's say, 5 years. Okay, so whatever was the simple interest was obtained for first year, it will be remain same for the third year, fourth year, fifth year, second year. Okay, like here we have we got the simple interest of 100 rupees in first year, so it is similar for all the years. But in compound interest it is different. Like the in compound interest we calculate the principal plus interest, okay, as the principal in next transaction in next year. Okay, so obviously compound interest will give us more interest, okay, if we deposit money in the bank in form of compound interest. Okay, so now we will see what is simple interest, okay, and what is the formula for it. So formula for simple interest is PNR upon 100. Okay, so what is P? It is principal, number of years, and rate of interest. Okay, that amount is equal to principal plus interest. Okay, we have studied already that amount is equal to principal plus interest. Okay, so these are both important formulae for SI. Okay, so please note down this. Okay, so let's begin with compound interest. Okay, see now compound interest means if we want to means apply the interest half yearly, quarterly, okay, or with more amount of interest rate, so we use this compound interest. So this amount is equal to, for the formula for this is amount is equal to principal into 1 plus r upon 100 whole raised to n. Okay, if the interest is charged annually. Okay, annually. Now if it is the interest is charged half yearly, so what will be the period? It will be 6 months. Okay, so there is a rule that rate becomes r by 2 and time period will become 2n. Okay, so what will be the formula? The formula is written over here. Amount is equal to principal into 1 plus r by 2 upon 100 raised to 2n. Okay, all of you please note down these both formulae for half yearly and annually. This is called annually, means for one whole year. Okay, so we'll begin with the next formula. So we have seen for 6 months, but if it is for quarterly, that is only 3 months. Okay, so 1/4 of 1 year is what? It is 3 months. Okay, 1/4 of 1/12, it is 3 months. Okay, so for this, what we do? We make the rate as r by 4 and time as 4n years. Okay, so what will be the amount? amount is equal to P into 1 plus R upon 4 upon 100 raised to 4n. Okay, always remember this. Next is the special case. Okay, in this special case, what we have, this difference between the Ci and Si. Okay, Ci minus Si is equal to P into R upon 100 whole square. Okay, P R square upon 100 square, or other, in other words, remember this thing. You may get a special case question. Okay, in which difference of compound interest and simple interest for 2 years it is given. If you have noted, comment done, all of you. So now we will see one another concept of depreciation of value. Okay, actually we have seen this in before, like the value of machine, as we discussed, due to low efficiency, the value of money falls down. Okay, so after a particular time period of t, it will become v0 into 1 minus r upon 100 raised to t. Okay, v0 is the initial value. Here r becomes minus because the rate is decreasing. Okay, but depreciation means degradation in quality. Okay, means the quality is lowering and lowering. Okay, so this is the formula for depreciation of any value. Now these are some important points, like if the time period is in month. Okay, like 36 months. Okay, 42 months. So what you have to do in such times, you have to divide it with 12. Okay, so what this will become? This will become 3 year. This will become how much? 3.5 year. Okay, so you have to apply compound interest for 3 years annually and half years half yearly. Okay, in this way you have to find the answer. Then rate of interest is specified half yearly, quarterly, in terms of 6 months or 3 months respectively. Okay, so that we have to do half or 1/4 in case of half yearly and quarterly. Okay, as given. So then while calculating the CI, principal should be subtracted from amount. Yes, it is known. Now solve this question. Hurry up. Yes, students. What is the answer? Hurry up. Compound interest question. You shouldn't take so much time. Yes, answer is option C, 1400 and 10%. Okay. Go for next question. Yes, solve question number 2. Yes, I have shared the attendance link for today. Okay. Please fill your attendance. Okay. In place of trainer name, enter my name, Ramchandra Karde. Okay. Select it. Okay. So answer for question number 2 is 5. Okay. Simple interest and compound interest have a difference of 5. Okay. Go for question number 3. Option A is correct for question number 2. All of you, please fill your attendance. Option C is correct for question number 3. Go for 4, 5 question. Yes. Question number fourth. Option A, 6 months. Correct. Okay. Go for question number 5. Yes, option B correct for question number 5. Okay, so let's see how the answer comes. See, for as a half yearly, what we have to do? We have to do rate as half. So 6% will become what? 3%. And what will be the n? It will be 2n. Okay, so substitute the values of amount, interest, and principal. Okay, you'll get the answer. So this is the amount is equal to, this is the principal, 1 plus r upon 100 raised to 2n. Okay, so find this value of n over here. Okay, it will be 6 months. Okay, then a value of Maruti car is for 1,96,000 and rate of depreciation is 14.2/7% per annum. Okay, find the value of Maruti van after 2 years. Okay, students. So what it is 1,96,000. Okay, into 1 minus 14.2/7 upon 100 raised to 2. Okay, so whatever is the answer will be the answer. Okay, so answer is option B. Solve this question. Question number 6. Those who have solved, if you have solved the question, fill your attendance link. Okay. Answer is correct is option B, 16 years. Okay. See, here we have to apply simple interest. Okay, because see, in case if it is not mentioned compounded annually or compounded half yearly, so we have to assume it as simple interest. Okay, so what it is given, amount becomes 3 times itself in 8 years. Okay, so what it is, amount is equal to principal plus interest. So if we reduce one p from this will become 2p, and this is interest, that is p and r upon 100. Okay, so and value of n we know. Okay, and r we know. So what it will be, r we have to find it out. So 2 into 100, one n is what, it is 8. Okay, so r is equal to 25%. Okay, so in how many years it will be 5 times. So we have to find in how many years amount will become 5p. Okay, so interest will be equal to how much, 4p. So p into n into 25/100. Okay, this is the thing. So what it will be, it will be n is equal to 16. Okay, option B is correct. Go for question number 7 and 8. Yes, 9 year is correct for question number 7. See, a sum of money placed at CI doubles itself in 3 years. Okay, so it becomes 2 times amount is 2p in how many, 3 years. Okay, so we want how many years it will become 8 times. Okay, so it should be 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, so this will require how many years, 3 plus 3 plus 3, so 9 years is required. Okay, so answer is option E. So on question number 8. Answer is option A, 20. Okay. Yes. Tell me answer for question number 9th and 10th. Compounded quarterly. So what will be the rate? It will be 10 divided by 4. Okay. And the number time period will be 4n. Okay. So what would be the answer? Tell me. Hurry up. See, if we see the compound interest, okay, we will require the principal. So first let's find the principal. SI is 300, okay, P is have to be known 3 into 10%, okay, of the interest rate. So what it would be? This would be 100. So principal is nothing but 1K, okay, 1000 is the principal, okay. So now what would be the CI? It would be principal, that is 1000 into 1 plus R upon 100, okay. So what it is? 1 plus 10 by 100 raised to 3, okay. So what it is? 1K into 1.1 whole cube, 1000 into what? 1333, okay, divided by 1000, okay. This will be get cancelled, and finally what will be the CI? CI will be amount minus principal, so it is 331, okay. So for this answer will be none of this, okay. Go for question number 11 and 12, and then we'll conclude today's session. Answer for 11 is option C, okay, 30%, and this for 12 is option B, okay. Students, do you have any question with question number 8? Problem with question number 8? We will solve it again if you want. Yes. Yes, anyone is having problem with question number 8? Yes, students, I am asking you again. Anyone is having problem with question number 8? Okay, solve question number 12, 13. All of you fill this attendance link. I am sharing it again. And with this 2 questions, we will conclude today's session. Okay. Yes, 4 is correct. Go for question number 13. 13.5 correct. Okay. So students, thank you for joining today's session. Okay. Please wait. I am sharing you with one more link. Okay. It is regarding your campus placement. Okay. There is one training program arranged by Face Prep. Okay. Along with the coordination of our college. So please do register for this placement training drive. Okay. Yes. Those who have finished your attendance, please comment completed. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you all of you. Please register for this placement training. Okay, all of you. It will start from 6th of July. Okay, free of cost for all of you.